Right here, that minutes too low, guys. Back again with another video. Today we're reacting to My Story Animated. My Mom is a Hero. Let's get into it, guys.
Hi, I'm Karina from Norway, and this is my story. I lived with my mom and dad as an only child, and as a little girl, I worshipped my mom. For starters, she looked like Rapunzel with her long, lovely hair and flowing dresses. She also drove me to school in a Barbie pink convertible that made all my friends swoon with envy. Look at her sparkly steering wheel. I wish I could marry her. But Mom didn't feel the same way about me that I felt about her. In fact, she didn't seem to care for me at all. One time I had
Aw, dang. She didn't pay no attention to her, so she was basically neglecting her.
hockey match, but Mom said she had the flu and couldn't come. And later on, Dad and I bumped into her at the mall. Dad was furious, but I defended Mom. Hockey is boring, I get it. We'll get our nails done and I'll pay for it with my allowance. That way, you won't max out Dad's credit card again. I never ended up winning Mom over though, and a year later, Dad left her and took me with him. We ended up backpacking all around Europe for 2 years, which was a blast. I never heard from Mom again, but I thought about her all the time.
That's sad, man. She ain't never hear from her mom. That make me question, was her mom even ready for her family?
When I finally returned to Norway, I was 15 and transferred to a new school. I instantly became popular as this worldly kid who's traveled everywhere. But my favorite person of all my fans and friends was my new BFF, Freya. She was 3 years younger than me, but we were in the same class because she was a genius. So what do you say? You do my homework again, and I'll get you into another exclusive party? No one here wants a 12-year-old at their party. Why are you making friends with kids, Karina? Freya threw her backpack at the guy when he said that, and it hit him so hard he fell backwards. Freya may only be 12, but she's a force not to be messed with. Thanks for that, bestie.
Wow, she's only 12. She's so adorable.
It's been tough being the youngest kid in our class. You're the only friend
He
I really
running.
have.
Look at him
Well,
run.
friendship has no age limit, and I think you're super cool. One afternoon, Freya invited me over to her place for dinner. But when we arrived at her house, I couldn't believe where I was. Freya lived in a 6-story mansion with a gorgeous infinity pool. The butler even offered me cookies, but just as I bit into one, a woman came out to hug Freya. It took me 2 seconds to realize it was Mom. Karina.
What? Wait. What is her mom doing there? Like, what? How did her mom get there? What's going on?
Are you okay? Mom, can you bring my friend some water? You call her.
That's her mom now? What? Did she adopt her? Like, what's going on?
Mom? Karina, is that you? You guys know each other? She knows me from giving birth to me. What? You said you didn't have any kids. Wait, what? I felt my blood boil, but here just wasn't the place to start a scene. Mom looked uncomfortable and told Freya it was a long story and she needed to be alone. Obviously, I couldn't concentrate on homework, and Freya wouldn't stop apologizing and asking questions. I swear, Mom never mentioned you at all. She said she's been married, but never really had a family before. Okay, can you stop calling her Mom? And she has had a family before. So let me guess, she married your dad who's a billionaire? Actually, my dad and I grew up poor. This is her mansion. She started a clothing line
Wow, so her mom's rich. What?
couple of years ago, and it was super successful. From the second we moved in with her, she spoiled me rotten. We're really close, Karina. I wonder why she'd keep such a big secret. I didn't know how to answer that.
But then how is it that she can be so close to somebody she didn't give birth to, but when she did have a kid, she wasn't paying her no attention?
Instead, Freya and I were called to dinner, which apparently Mom helped prepare. Girls, I'm sorry. I needed a moment to myself, but I want to talk about it with both of you. And Freya, baby, I even helped make your favorite dish. I took a deep breath as Mom started apologizing and explaining herself. She said she wanted a fresh start with her new family, so she didn't bring up her past, which made me furious. I really do want to reconnect with you, Karina. You should come over more often. I'm so happy you and sweet Freya are friends. You know, I'm not feeling too well. My eyelashes hurt, and I want to be sure it's nothing
She said my eyelashes hurt.
serious. For some reason, I didn't want to confront Mom in front of Freya. I didn't want Freya knowing that Mom had never loved me the way she obviously loved her. When the weekend ended, I saw Freya at school and found out she was also mad at Mom, but Mom had bought Freya a brand new iPad to make it up to her. It still hurts that she lied, but I guess she had her reasons, and she's obviously trying to make it up to me. Yeah, hopefully she'll try and make it up to me too. As weeks passed, the tension just got worse between Freya and me. I even avoided going over to her house. Then one day, something happened that really...
I mean, I don't blame her though, because, you know, her mom never treated her like how she's treating Freya. You know, never paid attention to her like how she pays attention to Freya.
set me over the edge. It was Freya's 13th birthday, and she begged me to come over for her birthday party. You don't have to talk to Mom if you're not comfortable. I just really want you there. After all, you're kind of my sister now, as well as my best friend. So I ended up agreeing.
Aww.
Freya's party turned out to be on a yacht, and it was actually pretty fun. Mom also seemed happy to see me, and that meant a lot. But later on, Freya and I were sitting on the balcony talking when we hit a huge wave and fell backwards into the water. Mom immediately jumped in to save us, but to my shock, she swam to Freya and rescued her, while one of the yacht workers came to get me. A few hours later,
Bro, why did she? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me right now, dude? She saved Freya before she even saved her own blood. Oh my gosh.
Mom drove Freya and I back to their mansion, and I just lost it. I could have sunk to the bottom of the ocean, but you didn't care. You saved Freya instead of me. No, it's not like that. Karina, that's ridiculous. Someone else jumped in to save you right away. I just happened to get Freya first. Did you want her to sink? No, but that's not the point. I'm your real daughter, but you chose Freya's life over mine. The fact that you rescued her instead of me wasn't a coincidence. I'm getting out of here. With that, I opened the door to the car even though we were in the middle of the road. I bolted as fast as I could before Mom's car could chase me, and I didn't arrive home until 4 in the morning. The next couple of months, I stopped hanging out with Freya and made new friends who I partied with every night. I barely got any sleep or went to class, which really worried Dad. One evening, I was napping at home when Mom dropped by with Freya. Is Karina home? I need to talk to her. We're really worried about her. She's been shutting us out and partying. Freya, I know you mean well, but you both need to give Karina space. You two being around isn't good for her. I couldn't take it anymore. I started to cry and asked them all to sit down. There was something I'd been hiding. I'm sorry. I've been shutting you guys out. I was really mad at you last month, Mom, and I did something bad. I started dating someone I met at a party, and I'm pregnant. I'm sorry, what? Karina.
Wow, she's pregnant. She been going crazy.
This is a joke, right? You're not actually pregnant? No, I really am pregnant. It's stupid and embarrassing, but I don't know what to do. Dad started crying and booked several doctor consultations, while Freya pestered me about who the baby's dad was. Finally, Mom asked to speak to me in another room. You know you can't keep this child. You won't be able to take proper care of it, and then you'll regret it for the rest of your life. Except that I'm not in a...
How you know she won't be a better mother than you were to her though? You can't tell her what to do.
neglectful and heartless like you. If I decide to keep my baby, then I'll take good care of it. Mom didn't agree with me, but the next few weeks, something changed between us. Mom called me every morning to check how I was feeling, and whenever I was at school, Freya would bring me homemade soup that Mom made. She told me to remind you to take your vitamins every day. Also, Karina, how come we haven't met your boyfriend yet? He hasn't been coming to any of your doctor's appointments because I haven't told him yet. I don't
think he doesn't even know. Man.
Even know if I'm keeping my kid yet or giving it up for adoption. I haven't seen the guy since I found out I was pregnant. We dated for 2 weeks, and then when I got the news, I ghosted him. You ghosted him? That's horrible. You need to invite him over for dinner and explain yourself. He has the right to know. I knew Freya was right. So that week, I texted the guy and told him to come over. His name was Philip, and he seemed nice. But I didn't know how he'd react when I told him everything. He came over Friday night when everyone was home. I don't even know why I agreed to this. I know we weren't serious or anything, but you didn't have to go radio silent on me, Karina. How about you hear her reasons before yelling at her?
Right.
I told Philip
Right.
everything in a panic, and he got super quiet. Oh my God, this is all my fault. Philip, stop. This is just as much my fault as it is yours. I'm not blaming you, but I still can't stick around for this. No, wait. Please, let's
I feel like he's not gonna be in the baby's life already.
discuss this. There's nothing to discuss. Also, I'd recommend staying home from school for the next several months. Otherwise, everyone will be able to tell you're pregnant, and you'll be stuck with a horrible reputation. Philip! Oh my God, I didn't even think about what the other kids at school would say. I've been covering up my baby bump with baggy clothes. Hey, don't worry. I'll homeschool you and everything will be okay. Mom stayed true to her word and set up the whole homeschooling program until a week before my due date. I was lying in bed when Mom invited.
Now, I feel like this makes up for her, like, not being in her life the other time now. Because, like, maybe you just don't know what was going on in her life. But look how changed she is. Look at what a changed woman she is now.
Me over. She led me to a back room, and when I stepped inside, my heart leapt into my throat. It was a giant nursery. The guest room is next door, except I want it to be your bedroom. I want you to move in with us, Karina. Wait, what? I've taken a leave of absence from my company. I've saved enough money to live off of because I want to help raise my grandchild. I know I've neglected you since you were little, but I want to spend the rest of my life making it up to you. I wanted to get in touch years ago, but your dad told me not to mess with your life any more than I already have. And the reason I saved Freya first wasn't because I love her more than you. I just had to think quickly, and Freya just happened to be a little bit closer to the dock. I couldn't believe the words I was hearing. Then before I could say a word, Freya appeared behind me. For God's sake, Karina, just tell her already. I can't take this. What? What are you talking about? I saw you putting this pregnancy patch on yesterday. You lied about being pregnant, Karina. You faked the whole thing. No, I don't understand. And I think I know why she did it too. She wanted to get your attention.
What? She faked the pregnancy? I'm at a loss for words.
And steal you away from me because she was jealous of our relationship. Okay, it's true. I faked everything. And I paid Philip to lie too. We never dated. He's just a friend of a friend. I staged the whole thing to be closer to you, Mom. Mom was dead silent. Wow, I really hurt you, didn't I? I mean, I know I made mistakes, but the fact that you had to fake a pregnancy to get my attention, I really have been so awful to you. What if I've already done too much damage for us to make things right between us? I need some time. And then, Mom asked me to leave and sent Freya with me so she could be alone. Freya stayed at my house for 5 days, and neither Mom or Dad spoke to me. You know I never meant to hurt you, right? I just wanted Mom to love me the way she loved you. I get it, and I'm sorry I exposed you. I just don't understand why she had to forget about me to be closer to you. She's not perfect, Freya. It means a lot that she said she'd take a leave of absence from the company to help raise my kid, but I don't think I can ever fully forgive her for neglecting me all those years. Well, I think I know one thing that'll distract us. Freya and I watched MSA videos until our heads hurt, but I didn't care. I felt better already. Mom finally came to see us. I think I owe you both an apology. And for the record, Karina, I know I didn't deserve it, but I still want to have a relationship with you. Look, you're right that I crossed a line by faking something like a pregnancy. I know, I went too far. Maybe, but I understand why you did it. Karina, I still want you to move in with me. I still want to start over. Yeah, I could use a big sister. Thanks, guys, but I think I'm gonna have to pass. I love you, Mom, but I'm not ready to move in with you right now. Let's start by taking it slow.
Aww. I love this video, y'all. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. I'll be reacting to more of these videos, and I'm out.